annoying. Right. What I'm going to have to do is, what I'll do, while there's nobody here, let's go to the details of this one. It's just, I don't know what, YouTube have done an update of something, but it has gone wildly. Well, that's not the one I clicked on. Let's try again. Come on, YouTube, work with me. Here we go. Let's go on to there. Oh, you're so clunky. I won't hold it against you, but you're so clunky. Let's copy all. Let's come out of there, otherwise people won't be able to find us. Let's see, how's the stream? Hey, Nico.
Hey.
Hey, Batman. Welcome back. Just bear with us a second because we are building a Y-wing, but YouTube it's gone awful with YouTube. So basically, when you are creating a live stream, you get to select your equipment for some strange unknown reason. YouTube keeps selecting programs that I never use. As Rose said, delete the programs. So, but when I go to change something, the editing, the best way to describe it, the editing window that I need to access gets hidden behind the chat window. So I can't then access it. So it's just like, so I'm just having to do a bit of admin live. So you're just going to have to bear with us for a couple of minutes. I do apologize. At the moment, we can't see you, but you guys can see us. So I'm just trying to put the tags into the link because usually I would do this all before we go live. There we go. Now let's edit the details on that one. Dun, 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 dun. Right, here we go. Right, going down. Let's put that into there. Come on, baby, work with me. Yes. Right, let's correct the thumbnail because you wouldn't let me do that earlier. Options. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Seriously, change. The Whoop Bros, look at that. It's all coming together. Press save. Save. It's all grayed out. I don't know. I don't know if it saved it. We don't know at the moment. Okay. Hello, hello, Reapins. Hello, Nico. Hello, Manic. Sorry, I'm back up. Batman's with us. Brilliant. I'm just going to do 2 shares, so just bear with me. I've just got to put it live to Twitter to let people know we're live. Please work. Hello, darkness, my friend. Okay, just hello.
You always use a lot of ellipses.
I do. It's my kind of little thing, you know. Uh-oh, somebody hit the wrong button. Let's put you back to where you should be. There. And that one. And what have I got here? Everyone's just watching me type around right now. I'm so sorry. As I said, YouTube's gone a little bit funny, so I'm having to do this all on the fly, and this is the bit that I usually do in preparation before we go live. So I do apologise. So just kind of imagine a little fun tune right now. Do, 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 do. Okay, copy that. Tweet, 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 tweet. Now, I can come back. One more to do. El Facey Bookio. It's nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. And I'm just going to go paste, post, Bleep, blop, bloom. Goodbye to your home. Oh, chat's going crazy. They're like, what's going on? And then take your time. Now, this one. It's stressful, isn't it? I know. See, this is where I'm like, and it's nothing to do with me. This is just like, cut. Now.
I can't watch.
Now.
Stressing me out.
What have you got?
Got peppermint tea.
Oh, nice. Hello, everybody. We are now back. We're now back. Sorry for the sort of blue tinge. We wanted to be blueberries for the day. We're having to rely on this on our stream camera because just the moment we plugged in, our light ring went. It went ping. I was like, oh.
It just blinked out. And then we found a spider.
Why me, Lord? Why me?
Found a spider.
Okay, so we were deciding what we should do. So this is a Lego build. Me and Rose are going to Lego. Now, do we do one each, or do we teamwork together? What do we do? So we've got that one and this one. So we've got Krennic's ship. And we've got a U-wing. Now, we're completely easy. We don't mind tinkering along to ourselves. So build battle, blimey. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to be kind. I'm going to give you that one then, if we're going to do a build battle. Let me get my bag ready. I think what we'll do, to be kind to, let's put our teas, our drinks this side. Let's put our bags further away from the microphone. So we'll put your bag there, my sweet.
Mm-hmm. I am a builder. Yeah.
We see, me and Laura sat down 15 years ago and we said, how can we make the most amazing female? They might not be, I don't know. Okay. You can bypass the character.
I'll be like looking for oh.
Yeah, bypass.
Is that meant to be in here? He's
no,
got a skirt on.
He hasn't. It's not a skirt. Isn't it awesome? But I love Lego like this as a kid. I would have been off. Okay, so sorry. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Winston. Hello, Dennis. One Tuid. I hope I've said your name right. Nico, Repins, Matthias. Hello. How are you? Hi guys. When is the next Overwatch reaction coming out? We've got to record it first. Oh, have I got all the figures in here as well then?
No, these aren't actually the ones to go with this one.
Yeah, what we've done with these are Republic figures, but old Republic figures. But what we've done, we stuck them in there as gunners. Yeah. Everyone needs a gunner. Hello, Nick and Princess. Hello, Winston. How are you? Sorry, I was on Overwatch. We have to record it. Recording for Overwatch we might do tomorrow. I don't know. I was kind of asking.
Right.
I wasn't saying you have to record. So, because we're on to the Overwatch cinematics, aren't we? We've just done the original one.
Yeah.
Which you've watched. We enjoyed that. What did you? We're easy, aren't we? We're easy because we're easy. Okay, build battle. One each. Speed build. What speed build? Have you seen this? Have you seen it? It's huge. Oh, actually, they're about the same thickness, aren't they? No, mine's a little bit thicker. Which is about right for us. Yeah. I'm a little bit more stupid than you are.
That's not true. Might need one of those orange thingies, just in case I put something down wrong and then I fall behind.
Yeah, sure. Go grab one.
Should I grab two?
She needs an orange.
Yeah,
we'll grab two. Why not? Is there two?
I'm gonna move this away.
Yeah, just put it over there. Stupid thing. I'm gonna have to go in and see if it's a fuse on the plug. I don't think it is. It felt like it was higher up. Oh, that's another thing that I now need to get. So, how is everybody today? You've got Lego Mall. I bet you do. Ollie loves him. Yes, we do. Hello, Darth Karuri. How are you, my buddy? Just passing to say hi. Have fun, you two adorable people. And you, Sasha. Oh, what's up with the pup?
No.
Yeah, puppy, no. Thank you.
Orange thingy?
Thank you, my lover.
I never know what to call these.
Orange thingy works. Everyone happy with that? Orange build tool. We call it the orange thingy from here on out. If anybody's curious, if anybody's curious, Rose and Oliver and Laura are upstairs on a Lego project, aren't they? And they have created a scene, and Ollie is doing a stopgap animation project. So, looking forward to that. We've got no input. Rose had a crack with him the other day. They had problems with camera focus and all the rest of it.
It was really bad.
They didn't realise that I'd left the other camera on manual focus rather than autofocus. So
that's what it was.
Yes.
Oliver was getting really annoyed with
so the big ring is your zoom in and out, and the little ring on the end is your
We kept having to do that. So
right. Yeah, but I prefer that because if you've got it in a set space, because don't forget that those images are in such resolution that you can just zoom into them to make them look like you've zoomed in. Matthew, thank you. It's roughly £5. Love the content. The currency is Danish crowns, by the way. Hey, it's 45 of something. It doesn't matter. We can celebrate that. That's all good. Thank you so much for your generosity, Matthews. Thank you, buddy. Right, so Darth Baggins. Hey, what is going on? How are you guys today?
We are building Lego.
We've got sick of each other, haven't we? We finally reached our limit.
I think so, yeah.
And it was just like we're either going to have a boxing match or we're going to do some Lego. So
how are you, Darth
I have to go now. Little birthday party for my uncle. So you guys made a fastest win. Oh, Nico, awesome! Happy birthday to your uncle. Hey, Mad Saint, how are you? So hopefully you have a great time, buddy. You live life, have fun, and we will catch you later. Lots of love for Nico. So yeah, how cool is that, Winston? I know, very, very cool. So are we going to do a build battle?
Yes.
Hey, Jay. Hi. So we will keep trying to. We'll keep trying to look up.
Like Mr. Bean.
Would have paid for a boxing match.
I'm good at boxing.
Star Wars. What a cool name. Love that name. Hi. Hello, Star Wars. How are you? Are you from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away? It's funny, you went live when you did. I was just about to watch your Try Not to Laugh video, but you went live. Lucy, have you not seen that?
It's a good one.
I'm going to wait for that. Let's just...
The irony.
I'm just waiting to see if Lucy knows about the video yet, because we can't spoil it. Do we know? Lucy? Tell us. Lucy, we're waiting.
On the edge of our seats.
Because if she doesn't know, I can't spoil it.
Yeah. Well, there might be other people who haven't watched it.
Yeah, absolutely. But what a response. First video, we didn't even know if people would like it. When's the other Bean Boozled video coming out?
It's not. Wait.
It's not playing.
We're not filming another one.
No, I've got another one of me and Oliver.
You're still not...
No, I've still not edited it.
Wow.
I know, right? Tenonicus, how are you? We have a little something over on the side for you. So that's been sorted. Lucy will get back to us. Maybe chat's just lagging a little bit. You know, it's a nice warm afternoon. Everyone's got better things to do. So without... Oh, look at you. You're so good at it. Right, you ready? So Rose is building a U-wing. And I've got Krennic's ship. I'd just like to say, Rose, does it say 1 minute? 1 minute. Does it say how many pieces? I think I've got far more pieces than you've got. How many steps have you got? No, that's just a model number. How many steps have you got? Just look in the back. What's your last step? Mine's like, we're not going to be able to do this all on this string.
217.
What have you got? 202. That's substantial. Okay. So we might not get through all of this. You guys might get bored and say, go away.
Not yet.
Not yet. I was going to watch it, and when you uploaded, but it was very tight. Lucy goes, no excuse. And I was occupied by a small chat. No, it's fine. We've had an amazing response. It's the first one ever. So what I wanted from people was also what their guesses for the video, but also what to do next. So Nico, who's now left the chat, suggested a try not to R, which will be really difficult for these two.
Yeah, Connor said he
I'm
lost
back.
at the intro.
You guys aren't done yet. Oh, I think so.
Connor's lost at the intro.
No, really? That was so funny because she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so good at these. I'm so awesome. Oliver, we all know you're going to lose." Sorry, I can't say. Lucy's not watched it. Can't discuss it.
What I tried to tell you.
Right. How about try not to cry? Oh, I think I prefer to try not to laughs.
Yeah.
So what were we building? Right, let's get on to it. I've got Krennic's ship, and Rose has got a U-wing from Rogue One. Are you ready, my child?
I am.
So chat, we'll keep trying to look up a
Steady.
little bit. So maybe what we need to do.
5 minute time.
So I just get exactly what I was going to say. We will try not to look away. Also, are also mostly
Try not
fun.
to say wow.
Try
challenge.
not to cringe. Yeah. U-wing is awesome. Try not to dance. That would be tough.
Try not to look away.
Right.
Try not to look.
Here we go. Oi, watching. Right, mine isn't properly broken up. Look at that. See, I've got. Oh, I want that piece.
At a disadvantage already.
I am. Oh, is
Right,
that the
here we
actual
are.
bit that I want? No. Break the piece doing that. Oh, they're not coming out there.
Tell you that's what you've got the breaking things for.
Well, there's nothing going to do that for it.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
What's it? How many pieces? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. No, you think.
7, 8, 9. Ah.
That's that one, isn't it? Okay. Let's get my piece on. Or what is in the box? We would like to do what's in the box. Hopefully.
Ooh, that sounds.
Try not to steal each other's pieces. Yeah, that'd be interesting. We are.
Where is it?
What?
Ah. Yes.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to be on my game here because you're faster than Oliver. Ollie's appalling at finding things.
Yeah.
Oh no! I can't find my postcode. I can't see me completing this in one stream. It may be that.
I can't even find the first 2 pieces.
That's good news. Good news. She's dead.
Oh, I got it.
The wickedest witch is dead. The wickedest witch there ever was. Oh, I'm trying to find a really tiny piece in a bag.
Oh, someone didn't.
I know,
break
right?
this up properly.
Who broke
I
these
bet
up?
this was Oliver.
I bet it was you.
This was Oliver.
But
No,
it's you.
I honestly broke up everything.
I
Like,
don't believe
down
you.
to the smallest piece, and
Don't
my
believe you.
fingers became sore.
Till my fingers became sore. Try to live without Star Wars movies for 12 week chat. What? Why would you do such a thing to yourself? There is never. I can't tell you how much I watch Star Wars. That would
Especially now we're in quarantine.
that. I
12
mean,
weeks.
12 weeks. Could you imagine that? I think I would rather give up something delicious for Lent than that. That would be no.
Well,
just
yeah,
a no.
Lent's shorter than 12 weeks.
12 whole weeks without Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I'd crack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever gone 12 weeks without Star Wars. In some shape or form. Wow. That's quite a statement, isn't it?
Okay.
Got my first piece. There we go. I need another one of them.
Oh, that was terrible at this.
Which one did you break up?
I broke up that one, I think. Wait.
No,
No,
she
I
goes, oh no, I'm not going to claim this one just in
No,
case
what
there's lots of
did I do?
pieces.
I can't remember, but it wasn't that one. No, it wasn't this
Oh, Mary Poppins here. Practically perfect in every way.
one.
Oh,
Obviously.
Obviously. Obs. Let's get a little bit organised. This isn't like me. A little bit.
Wait. I skipped a page.
Yeah.
I have skipped a page.
See, that's
No!
how mistakes are made.
Let's put that to the side. I looked at the thing that I was going to be building and then I was like, I'm not playing it.
You're not there. You wasn't. You was never there. You cheated.
Ah. Gary, what step are you on right now?
52.
Mm-hmm.
And please keep to your half of the table. Don't encroach. Oh. No, wrong part. I'm hoping this pays off. Chat, let's have a go. Okay. My friend's baby is now like used to me watching you guys. He gets excited when he hears your voice. It's very cute. A dab. Hey Jason. Dab. Cool. Well, because I say, oh sorry. What happened to Squishy Gets Fit? Squishy's still got to get there. Basically, every time I'm kind of like, do you know what? I'm going to do it. I feel a niggle. And I'm like, no, I'm not running injured again. I'm not doing it. Nobody's going to watch it. And it's just excuses. It's excuses. I'm waiting for myself to feel perfect, and it's not going to happen. So I've just got to push myself to get out there. But I've had quite a full schedule, very, very full schedule. So it's just kind of like, I keep putting myself off. I'm kind of like, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to... I'm going to do it, but then it's the editing, and I just want to keep it in a simple format as possible. But basically, Tanonicus, I've just got to get over myself, and I've got to get out there, and I've got to start running. And I just haven't felt it.
Says just do it.
Just do it. They do. Yeah, Nike, if you want to sponsor, you know.
Yeah.
Fat man running around. I'm not that fat.
No. I
mean, let's face it, nobody's going to report me to the missing people's hotline if I turn sideways, but, you know.
Oh, I get that.
Hey! Jokes for everyone. Okay, that's a bit more manageable now. Good. Wicked. I've now got that in my head. I've got Wicked going around, the musical Wicked, it's going around in my head. Good news. Organisation. There's a...
Wow.
Yes.
I've just gone ahead.
You've dived right in, baby.
Yep.
There we go. See, it's going to pay off. I've got this feeling it's just going to work for me.
Probably.
Okay, let's have a little catch up. What are we building? We are building...
I'm building a U-wing and Daddy's building Krennic.
I'm doing Krennic ship and Rose is doing, yes, a U-wing. So, and we're having a bit of a competitive race. And just exactly. I'm not really. It's just I used to be quite very toned and a bit muscular, and I'm not. So it's the same problem with me. I'm always at the moment. I think you could do it, but yeah, nah. And then it's like you get all ready. I was even in my shorts the other day. I was all ready. I was like, I'm going to do this. I opened the door. Some crow was looking at me funny. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Pesky crows.
Oh,
sitting there judging me. Oh, these little bits are so tricky. They're tricksy.
It just told me to get one of these, and now it's just telling me to do the same thing again. It couldn't have said like
Times
two of everything.
Yeah, well.
It's decided to take up 2 steps.
Yeah. Just in case. Oh, look at that. Straight away. What step are you on, Rose? What step? What's that? Step?
Oh, 6.
Step 6. I'm on 7.
Well, isn't that great?
Fantastic. So customer-casing. Voila. Okay. I will get that when it starts ending. That's essentially me when I go outside, but instead I just look outside, getting judged by a crow. Just see people, and I'm just like, oh well, there's always next year. You've got to watch out for crows. Actually, it's been possible to live without The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, but not without the other movies. I'm not even going there. I got told off in the comments for apparently hating on the latter films. Now the thing is, I don't particularly hate on them. I really like The Force Awakens. I came out of the cinema quite happy about The Force Awakens because I liked.
And then it grew on you.
Liked Ray. No, I liked it.
Oh, right.
Ray and all of that sort of stuff. And but then, as I got further away from the cinema, I was kind of like, do you know what? That is very much like.
No, I don't need that.
That is very much like the original A New Hope. And I was just kind of like, yeah, okay. And then, and we've all got our opinions. And somebody said about, oh, you know, okay, I get it. And I took their point because I remember editing the Mando. And I was... Oh, there must be two other ears. And I looked. I kind of like, you know what? I've said this before, and I've made the point on it, and I edited it and I put it out there, and I conceded that I might have said it before, but I didn't feel like I was bashing the sequel trilogy. And I've always kind of said that I do take the point that for some people, this is their Star Wars, and I'm completely, you know, I've not turned around and ever had a disagreement with anybody saying you're wrong for like it. Never ever would I ever do that. It's a taste thing. It's when you come across something, and when you come across and you're new to something, you're very accepting of what it is, and that's just it. Yeah, I do. E and the long number, that's a given. I love those sort of programs when they show you how to watch it, how to make it. And what it was, it's that people can be very defensive of them. I'm the one that I'm least enamored with is the Rian Johnson film. I'm not. I could, if it gave me what I felt was a truly epic Luke Skywalker moment where it was just like, not in doubt, you know, it was just like, that's the Jedi Master that I had in Legends, letting loose. And that full skill that he was using, yes, that was powerful and blah, 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 blah. But I wanted more, and I was just kind of like, it left me a little bit flat because that wasn't my Luke Skywalker. You know, when we see them at the end of Jedi, we lived with that. Some of us, this is the difference, I guess. For new fans of Star Wars, they've gone to the cinema and they've watched the first film. They've been surprised by it. They've then watched the others, and this is their Star Wars. Power to you. But there are some of us that have been living and waiting to find out what happened next since 1984, when Jedi came out. And then we had the expanded universe. So that was what we were devouring, and we were eating, you know, we were living off the expanded universe. And there were some phenomenal stories and some phenomenal things. And Luke Skywalker really became what we all hoped he would be. And then Disney were like, you know what? We need to undo all of this, and we're going to create these films. Fair enough, it's their property. They're entitled to do that. I mean, ironically, for me, they made films that the majority of the expanded universe already existed. So the time gap was enough to kind of leap over the expanded universe. Anyway, and I just felt Luke got a raw deal, really. Luke got a raw deal, and that's not what I don't know. I don't assume to talk for anybody else. I love the Mando. My favourite Disney film from so far for Star Wars is probably Rogue One. I enjoyed Rogue One. It's not that all films tend to. I just felt, that Vader scene. I could forgive the biggest pile of toilet ever for that Vader scene. And I think that's what it was. So just Disney Plus on Netflix. Netflix has a lot more variety, but Disney Plus, because I'm getting the Mando. It's Oaker's room to be in season 2. Wow, yeah. The new Disney Star Wars movies just don't do it for me. Okay. You're not really sure how awesome the Mando gets. Don't tease me. Yes, Rogue One was good. Okay. I think this is the thing, and then I think a lot of the way that Disney went on the attack, rather than kind of acknowledge what people were saying, they really did kind of demonize a portion of fandom of the fandom, that has supported this franchise through thick and thin, and I kind of didn't. That got my back up a little bit because I didn't feel it targeted me because I've got no issues with strong female leads or anything like that. I was just pleased that my daughter's got somebody to look up to that's a complete badass. Which just there was creative decisions that I weren't on board with. I want Vader series. I like Revenge of the Sith best. I love Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, and I think it's okay. I mean, some people feel really. If anybody, seriously, chat, if any of you love the new films, I've got great, And as I said to this person in the chat, at the end of the day, we're both Star Wars fans. It's all cool. If you love Star Wars, brilliant. What's going to please a 40 man is not going to necessarily please a 27-year-old woman, But then there's a bit of it where I feel sometimes studios, they're like, you know what? Star Wars can be quite male-centric, and there's a 50% of the population that if we could get on board and we could expand the box office, fine, great business model, go for it. But the thing is, women like Star Wars before you started tinkering with it. You don't need to make it the Force is female and stuff like that, because I think, I'm all about female empowerment, everybody empowerment. Great power to everybody, and I sincerely mean it. You guys should know that by now. What was the first time Rosen saw for the first time? What was the first film? Maybe Rosen on the saw Star Wars, or first day you guys saw Star Wars from very little.
Yeah.
They're just great. They're from cradle because it was on around me. I like the Shards of the Pact. I've only seen the first one. Is the second one out yet? Still need to watch the last movie of the trilogy. I couldn't agree with you more, Nick. The more people, Lucy, I just think it's kind of like if it's there, it's there. You don't need to pander to people. You don't need to kind of make. It should just all be organic. I kind of cringe when the token black guy walks on or the token Asian guy, and they're just kind of these awful norms, kind of fake. It's not kind of a true reflection, and I'm just like, what? Why? I just like it when it's more not organic, and I always mention Lost because I felt Lost was more organic, and I felt that was a. Can you smell toast burning?
Yeah.
No, laptop's.
Smelling burnt over here.
Undo the plug. Just turn both plugs off.
Yeah, I did.
Well done. What on earth could that be? Have you got any heat over there?
No.
Okay, not a problem. I'll check it in a little bit.
It's weird.
That is, isn't it? What's going on there? Is it?
Because then if you stand back a bit, you can really smell it.
Yeah. Maybe it was Law's fruit thingy. Maybe it was that. Yeah, maybe it was that. Okay.
That's weird.
It was, wasn't it? Okay, we're back. We don't think we're on fire.
We smell burning toast.
Yeah, I think Laura's.
Even though there's no burning toast.
There's no burning
toast.
toast.
Is fine.
But I think hopefully Star Wars will get there, and this feels like it's moved in the right direction for me. It was like the alien scenes, you know, when they was going through, and they're just trying to describe a little bit more. It's not bashing one thing to, you know.
Feels full.
You know, when you were seeing the Mando walk through environments, and there are other aliens there. And even the latest film, which I preferred, I don't feel got it right. So, okay, when you think about the new Star Treks, so think about the new Star Treks and think about the Mando. When you see those alien environments, they don't feel contrived. It doesn't feel like somebody has deliberately tried to think about, oh, how do we create a... And I feel like sometimes with the two of the Star Wars films, they do feel a little bit like that. You a model clomping through on the desert scene, I'm thinking. And I was just kind of a bit... When I was watching it, I was like, that's obviously fake, and I hate it when I see obviously fake stuff. I kind of don't want that barrier broken for me when I'm watching a film. I don't want to kind of look up and go, oh, that's a... Ben Solo was a boob to me. I think for a lot of us, it's kind of like there's room to improve, and I'm not gonna hate on the Star Wars universe because I love the Star Wars universe. But I never wanted there to have to worry about fuel and whether one big ship can catch a smaller ship for the majority of the film. And I just wanted Luke to, okay, just chat, you decide how we got Luke Skywalker's ending or this. And it's the only thing I would change. I would go with Luke appears on a crate and, you know, they are blocked in. It's the end of the Resistance. They need something. They need something to get them through. And Luke kisses Leia on the head, and he goes out there. And he is faced with TIE fighters. He's faced with walkers. He's faced with troops coming across the sand. And Kylo Ren is there because he sensed him and he's waiting. And the two of them look at each other, and the forces are mustering. Think Cap with the portal scene. And Luke strides forward, and Kylo Ren kind of does that with his saber. All hell breaks loose, and you're seeing the bombardment. Then off of that, you're just like seeing a glowing, and then like everything's kind of pushed out, and then Luke is crushing walkers out of the sky, the TIEs out of the sky. He's colliding walkers. He's kind of force pushing out, and you know. And basically, he starts drawing on so much force. You see the blue little sparks, like a force ghost, just starting, and it's his body tearing apart, where he's just using and drawing too much of the Force, and he starts engaging Anakin, and he knows, Kylo, and he knows that he has to do what he's doing to give the others time to get out, and it's all about becoming Ben. Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's now there, and he understands what Kenobi done on the Death Star. For him, it's about buying time to give the others a chance to get away. And so he starts, and he's going through it until it's too much, and then a Force blast is let out like he's never seen, cracking the earth, shooting out. That is the thing that takes out. It may be completely OP and all the rest of it, but I felt like something like that is more fitting rather than what we got. I don't know. What do you think? I'd rather Sif Winker. Hello, Clips Movie. Favorite films? Basically, yeah. I didn't. That was it. When I see kind of, there was another character in the Canter scene, and he looks like a Thunderbird puppet in the foreground, and I'm like, why? Why does anyone think that's good? It jars me. It does jar me. I think you're kind of right. And it is. It's kind of like when you've been, I think when you're kind of waiting for that amount of time and you've been buying everything Star Wars, you've brought on the next generation of Star Wars fans and you're there and it's like, this is finally the moment we are going to find out what's happening to these guys. Brilliant. We didn't even get Luke, Leia, and Han back together. I mean, for me, that was tragic. We should have at least, and I think they were just, it's not anyone's fault other than Disney themselves. I felt like they were too eager to install a new cast rather than finish the story properly for the old cast. I think that is quintessentially my biggest issue. It should have been, we got a good adventure with the old cast all together. And we see it. Maybe they fall during the second film and it's handed over in the third film. That would have been that would have made, I don't know, what does chat think? And that's it. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is the gospel by any stretch of imagination. Oh, what have I done there? I have missed. Oh, yeah. What's that mean?
You on that one already?
Sorry? Oh, you know, talk and do.
You're 10 steps in front of me.
Always, baby. But it's great, isn't it? Because we've got something that we're all passionate about and we all debate it and we all talk about it. Will it stop me from supporting Star Wars in the future? No, here I am with Mando, completely enamoured again. And I think that's just what they've got to learn. I was going to make the point that with Disney, I would just, I feel like Marvel very good at giving you that moment. They build up to it, they give you it, it's epic. And I would say to you, that moment when Mjolnir happens, right? And it's like, wow, I didn't even know I needed that.
With Captain America.
And it's like, woo! Yeah, you're completely like, that is just, it was like the Vader scene in Rogue One. You hoped for it. You didn't think you're going to get it, And when you got it, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I remember I was sat there in the cinema, like, nearly crying. I was just like, oh my gosh, Vader's massacring innocent men. And I'm there like, I've never been so happy. And it was just like, wow. That's what they've got to deliver in future Star Wars films. General Corona. Okay, what we got here? I got into those fan edit prequels a few years ago. Absolutely. I don't know, guys. What did you think? So, on the point I made about Captain America, valid point? Not? What do you reckon? I'm trying to find one little piece. Do-da, do-da. I think, yeah. It was hiding from me. Do-da-do-da-day. Because it's magic. What are we building? Tristan Virgo. Have I got that right? Yes. I'm building a Krennic ship. Rose is building a U-wing from Rogue One. So we are. That's not what I was meant to do. That was what I was meant to do. Okay. I should go like no. I might have messed up. Everyone. Read the picture, Nick. There we go. Right, let's have a look. I like the Marvel movies for the most part. They've amped up Cap a bit, but still works for me. Nice. I have a lot of Lego Star Wars. I like love building Lego. You're never too old for a Lego. I was never into superhero-related movies. Only superhero movie I liked when I was younger was Sky High. Okay, don't know that one. I wish I'd get Wolverine right for once. I like Hugh Jackman. I do like Hugh Jackman. I would like to see, before it's all completely done and maybe he can't do it anymore, I'd love to see Hugh Jackman in a Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
That would be epic for me. But I always thought the guy from Watchmen would make a great... That's too big.
Rumors say Hulk will die. Is that possible?
No, but yeah, that wouldn't surprise me because I've always felt that we're going to see something along the lines of all of our normal Avengers sidelined and out of it, and that in the future we're going to have Tony, Thor, Cap, those guys come in and save the day. I always thought there's one more thing to be done. I've said that in the previous stream, and I do believe it. I think it's going to be something when they turn the tide and they come back. I don't know why I think it. I just do. I don't think we're done with Cap yet. I don't think we're done with Tony Stark yet. Robert Downey Jr. Natasha.
I think in the Black Widow movie they might include something that could.
Moon Knight. Do you know what? I don't know enough about Moon Knight, but I know a lot of people like him. can hear our hound snoring. Can you hear her out there?
Yeah.
Yes. Now what? Right, you go there. Which bit? That? Oh, out the back. Okay, I get you. Okay. How you getting on there, Rose? What step are you on? 18. I think what we'll do, we'll set the string for a certain time, and whatever number we're on is the number we're on, because otherwise people are going to get sick of us. And they'll be like, stop streaming. I need 2 little blocks. Rose, you can check chat. I'm busy.
I'm busy. You're in front of me.
Okay, I want to. Ooh, Legos. Yes. Love the Lego. Look. That's where I'm up to so far. This is going to be Krennic's ship. Just visualize it. I've been watching the Clone Wars. We had never watched the Clone Wars, but me and Ollie have been started it, and we're up to season 3. And yes. Wow. Don't want to spoil it for those that haven't, but we've obviously, if you know season 2, so much more respect for Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know, when you think about his character, how he has been in love but hasn't succumbed to it, how he's dealt with loss, how he beat Maul, how he beat Anakin, stroke Vader, and sacrifice all the rest of it. He was just beat Grievous. Just an immense Jedi that I don't feel gets enough love personally. Please react to Darth Maul Perso's previous. Okay. Pretty nice. Cool. Never get sick of you. That fight was so awesome. Yeah. I cannot wait for his standalone series. It's going to be interesting, though, how they do that. I love him as a character, and I love Ewan McGregor. I think Ewan McGregor is brilliant as Kenobi. But how much story is there to tell when he's in the desert? I don't know.
Maybe more than we know.
Well, yeah, maybe more than we know. They're going to have to be careful how they do that one, because there's a lot of stuff. It's kind of like now with the prequels being made. I think there's an excerpt. I read somewhere that there was an excerpt in a book where Kenobi has a quiet chat with R2 when Luke is recovering. When he turns around and says, "That's funny, I don't remember it." I remember someone saying to me, "Oh, that's dealt with in a book somewhere," and I was like, okay. So they can't just, they've got to be careful. They can't create too many holes in what we've already got. There's a bit of me that I would like them to just jump to a completely different time, like they're going to be doing, hopefully, with the, what's it, the High Republic? Something like that. I would have liked to have them to even go back further. I don't understand why they have decided not to go back to Revan and people like that. That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I know who Vizsla is. The Fighting Irish. We are, hello sir, hey. We are building Krennic's ship, and Rose is building the U-Wing from Rogue One. And Rose isn't talking. Because, Rose, why aren't you talking? Because I'm sick of you!
No, yes. I've skipped something again.
Oh, no, Rose.
Once again.
Oh, Rose. That's a disaster! Not the ganja button! Look, we're too involved now in our bag. Chat's forgotten. Bear with us, chat. Bear with us. We are just... Where's this blasted piece? Ooh, better keep you out. Oh, I found you. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah, I need that bit. Look at that. Wasn't even there for it. Oh, look. Rose is getting organised now.
Yeah.
That Daddy, this is not happening.
Things.
Right, that one will be that one there. Right, let's have a catch up. When was the High Republic? It's supposed to be about 300 or 400 years before events in Phantom Menace. So that is like prime age for Yoda. Just saying. Hey Rose, have you taken a piece out of my bag?
No.
Rosie Pose.
Mm-hmm.
Did you lie to your father? Oh yeah, see now. Oh, that needs to go in the microwave.
Yeah, me too.
Oh dear.
Nuts and hazelnuts.
So I like to build Darth Vader's castle, but I lost one brick before 1 week. I can't find it. You've got Darth Vader's castle. That is awesome. I watched the Try Not to Laugh challenge yesterday. It was hilarious. Is that your tea bag, Rose? Hello, greetings from Buenos Aires. Hey, how are you? How are you? I've been following them for a very short time. Love their elections to the League of Legends. Well, thank you, sir or lady. Tristan.
Does he Rex do that?
Yes, because every Argentinian knows Lionel Messi. Right, this is getting desperate now.
Right, you've got so much more space than me.
Oh, here we go. Oh, you're such a diva. No, you can't because they'll be too close to the mic and you'll deafen them. And they'll hate you forever. I'm stuck, Grace. I can't find a piece. This is your time to catch up.
I can't. I'm organising. Kind of.
Kind of. I'm organising. Kind of.
I'm half organising.
Well, that's no such thing.
Yeah, there is. It's getting like kind of organised and kind of not. I didn't get that.
Oh, Revan cosplay, that would be awesome. Well, if you guys ever are doing something awesome like that, you need to find your way over to our Discord. And if you go to the Discord and you select a different name, just personal message me and say, hey, I'm such and such from YouTube, so I know who you are. And we've got an awesome community over there. And we're slowly growing. But I was thinking, Rose, at the moment with the Patreon streams, you burnt your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, Plonker. You okay?
Not sure.
Really?
No, I am.
Okay. We've been going through some Marvel films, and I thought what would be really cool, because we don't have to worry about copyright over there, so we haven't got to be so careful with sound. However, you do need your own copy to be able to watch along with us. We do watch-alongs. We're going to be doing some on YouTube as well. But I thought it would be really cool as a Discord community to maybe watch Endgame together one weekend. If everybody would be up for that. I think that would be really cool. And all we do, because in Discord, everybody can talk to each other. So, no, I really don't have this piece. What's going on?
What piece is it?
It's a piece like that.
What, that?
Yeah.
Or
No, that the black bit.
And it has to have the
Yeah, it's just there.
right there.
Ah! I do apologise, beautiful lady. Hello, Raquel. How are you? Hope you're well today.
Do you have any tiffin left?
Oh, show the
Should
tiffin.
we have some tiffin?
Oh, the bear. Would you do that to the bear?
What? What do you mean?
She will.
No,
Look,
she won't.
I'm married to her. She'll kill me. You'll be fatherless.
Wrapped up in.
I never knew my father.
He ate tiffin and my mum killed him.
yeah. Well, I laugh. That is one angry bear. That would be one angry bear. That's all we've got left, because we've got somebody that's
definitely
been
have some. Why?
an evil temptress.
It's not evil.
I thought I was raising a beautiful, sweet young lady.
You know you want it.
Oh, guys, we got Oliver's school report so incredibly. Okay, yeah, I think we're all feeling like that, Raquel. Well, you know, you found us, so hopefully we can lighten that load for you. We are doing awesome. So yeah, I got Oliver's school report, and I'm so incredibly proud.
When?
Yesterday evening. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. So he's doing great. You know, his grades are great. It's beautiful, wonderful. Doing great. But it was just the comments that his teachers made, and I was just so touched. And I was like, oh. And where have I put it? My thing is, I have to look, and it was just constantly how charming, how kind, how polite, hard-working, and it's just an incredible report. I'm so proud of him, because it's a big thing for me and for the kids. I think parents have to take responsibility for their children, and I've always said to them, I want them to be nobody's doormat. I'm very clear with them. I don't want them to be anybody's doormat, but I do want them to have a good heart and to be kind and to be brave and to be hardworking, to know their own value, but to be value to others, you know, and so proud of him that he's out there and he's doing that. Adrian, a requested drawing. What sort of stuff do you do? This is a nice break. Been playing a lot of WoW lately. Finally got flying. The Mucklebee way. Rose is doing extremely well. Again, it's the same comments for Rose. It is about great grades, both of them. However, what's the one comment, Rose?
Put your hand up in class, or like contribute more to class.
Not contribute more. I would say they say Rose is very quiet, and that they would like her to be involved more.
I'm just a silent worker.
She's just a silent worker. And this was the bit where we were one of the reasons behind the channel, because we was like, Rose, this will be help bring you out of your shell a little bit. It's okay, you know, what you are is what you are. It's your makeup. It's, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But there are skills that you can learn as you go into adulthood that will help you if you want to be more communicative and all of that sort of stuff. So this was it. And then Rose went to a university, travelled a bit to a university. They were doing a
universities are huge.
Yeah. It was an open day, and it was a leadership course, And because Rose is doing physical education, because you are liking the idea of being a paediatrician, so learning about the psychology behind it, injuries, physiotherapy. It's now 60 over here. It's now 60% practical. Sports science, injuries, biology, all of that sort of stuff was all thrown in. And they sent her away to, they selected a couple of students from the school. Rose was one of them, went away. And she got in the car afterwards. I was so nervous dropping her off because this place was huge. And
It's massive.
and then you saw a friend from another school
and I was
that she knew from primary school. And both me and mum looked at each other, instantly relaxed. It was like, right, they've got each other. This is going to be okay.
I was really panicking.
And then...
especially because the two people who I went to school with, who went with me, like, they're more friends with each other.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh no.
And then she got back in the car that evening, and she was like, "Daddy, it was awesome," and I was able to talk to people. And I was like, "Rose, that is fantastic." I said, "What do you think's done that?" And she's like, "I don't know." I said, "Well, do you reckon it might be doing the strings and talking and all of that sort of stuff?" And she said, "You know what? I think it is." I was just so surprised at how. So there you go. Okay. It's now reached that point, chat, that I'm now boring you with these things.
Bye, Lucas.
No problem, Tonomicus. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you later. Absolutely, Raquel. I agree with you. And sometimes I say to Rose, you know, we all get those moments where we feel restricted and you kind of you feel stressed and it feels manic and it feels tough. But as I've said to the kids, it's those moments where you find yourself. So me and Rose, I'm calling it Squishy Gets Fit. But
Rose, I found that I'm not too bad at that day.
There we go. And I said to Rose, it's like with running. Rose is going to be running with me. And it's not about me. Every single run isn't about coasting along. It's about doing it at the best of your ability. You go as fast as you can go. You leave it all out there because that's fitness building. If you run within yourself, it's great. It's still exercise. But I believe in just leaving it all out there and then praying to God that you're not going to have a heart attack at the end of it. And I said to her, and I was explaining to Oliver, it's those moments when you are struggling and you don't feel like you can keep it up. I said that's kind of the bit that is the big difference when you deal with those moments and you face with those moments. That is the difference between winners and champions and us ordinary folk. But it's living with that discomfort and pushing yourself and trying to keep on. And as I said to Rose, it's those bits when you feel stressed and you feel that's because you're at your limit. And the only ever time you push up against your shell's only ever going to get bigger if you push against it. And we all have those moments. We all have our limits and we all have our weaknesses. And that's perfectly okay. But it's just how you deal with it when you're up against those moments. And how you push through them. And they know that I'm proud of them no matter what. I'd like to think you know that. I say it enough.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly, they've got to be proud of themselves. You already know, me and your mum, with you and Oliver, we love you unconditionally. It doesn't matter if you're going to be a bum, the greatest artist, the most, a doctor, the best doctor, whatever it is. You're going to love you unconditionally anyway, no matter what you become. Whatever you choose to do. Right, let's catch up. I've missed Wow, chat. Where's the mouse? Mouse. Right, I've missed a bit. Bear with me.
Oh, we went from there.
Okay.
What would you rather? Being... Oh, wait.
Sorry, 1 minute. She's a rogue Jedi. It's all good, princess. I still am. It's also was also my problem at school. Okay. It's okay. It's all very quiet in school, but does help being slightly more. Yeah. Science was my jam. Love science. Rose is taking triple science, which is an option here. It's not automatic. She's doing triple.
She's a little bit annoying.
That's a good field to be in. Me too. That's awesome. Need to leave you for now. Yeah, we sorted on because science and history, or specifically history.
What would you rather? A drink when you're super thirsty or food when you're super hungry?
Drink
when I'm super thirsty.
Yeah.
I
can deal with hunger. What time is it? It's 5:10 here. Drink for me always first, right? Running has always struck me as an activity where you can let go. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, just got back. Did you listen to music when you run? Absolutely, I do. Truth. Unfortunately, didn't emerge from own shell later in life. Don't be like me. Raquel, look, we all got to take that journey to be us now. I always say to my children, I try to be the best me every day. That's all you can do. And whether that be the best dad, the best husband that I can be, whether that is the best friend that I can be, the best acquaintance that I can be, I try to do my best. And it just pushes you that time just to go that little extra mile and go, okay, this is what I'm going to get done. That's all you can do. Is that it? No. No, I feel I might need that in a minute. It's going to be one of those. Never throw things back into a Lego box because you'll end up with one. Yeah. There we go. Right. It's easy to have all the pieces spread out. It would be, wouldn't it? You guys and your family. Lucy. Raquel, with me, I can have ankle issues and knee and lower back. So I sometimes have to strengthen, and we've got some brutal hills near me. I timed myself up this brutal part of the hill. And the bit where Rose doesn't like walking it, she won't even come on it. Oliver can barely just about keep up with me. It's a brute, isn't it? And we go at it fast, don't we? It's walking, but we go at it fast. It's like really yomping. From this brutal bits to the steepest part of it, where it just doesn't let up, and your calves are killing you, your lungs are killing you, your thighs are killing you, your glutes, everything from the waist, from about here down is working like you wouldn't believe. It takes 4 minutes, just over for about 4.5 minutes to walk that bit. It's 4.5 minutes of hell.
4.5 minutes for you.
Yeah. And then from the whole hill, where there's another bit that's like that, you're probably looking at a good pace. You're probably looking at 16 minutes, 13 to 16 minutes. It's awful. And that's what I'm using to get me fit, because then when I start the running, all the right bits are starting to strengthen. So have I put that bit in the right place? I did. And then I wanted that bit there. Cool. Yes. Right. I need 2 little. Right. So have I caught up with chat? Do you guys look Walking? I think of Walking Dead. We don't watch it now. Do you guys? I can see some description, but I don't see. I can see the add description, but I don't see where to add your pic. What do you mean, Winston? Where does one go to on YouTube to add your pic on your YouTube page? I don't know if you can. Maybe on the community bit, under a conversation there, maybe. If not, Discord would be pretty cool. Yes, I try to teach my nieces and nephews that just being your best is enough, and you should strive to be. Yeah, absolutely. Just do good. Hello, just do good. How are you? Well, Raquel, that's the thing. I mean, here, I don't know where you are, but here we're allowed out for one bit of exercise a day. So I do a 5K walk, basically. It's a big loop around my home. But I think when I start doing the Squishy Gets Fits, I might be doing a late at night run, because then everybody can't see me jiggle as I run. I don't have some kid going, ha ha.
Do you ever get to the point where you're looking for something for so long and then you forget what you're looking for?
That's kind of like walking into a room going, what are they coming
I
here
do
for?
that all the time.
Do you really?
I do. All the time. Also, sometimes when you ask me to get something from your room, I like go into like pilot mode and walk into my room. And they're like, wait, what am I doing? Not meant to be in here.
Right.
And then, yeah. Don't know why.
I don't know why I love you, I just do.
All of that time, just the 2 pieces.
Did you get them? Have you got the 2 pieces though?
Finally, but
Do
then
you know,
I have to get another 4
I love
pieces.
this. I love this because it feels like Christmas.
Yeah, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Oh no.
Toys in every soul.
Then my brain will want it to be Christmas.
Oh, well, this feels like it. This is kind of what we do at Christmas.
I remember Oliver got a Lego Death Star and like
Lego Death Star. I wish he got a Lego Death Star.
Lego
He
Death Star?
wishes he got a Lego Death Star. Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer.
How can you confuse Rose?
I'm sorry, I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed. What's that then? I'm in Texas, Fort Worth to be.
I just
Oh,
forgot
lovely.
again.
We've got quite a few Americans.
I keep doing that. I keep forgetting what I'm looking for.
Hello, Yasmin. You never have to be sorry for being late. There's never been late to a stream. Never. How's the situation in the UK and what are we building? Okay, I'm building, as you can see, this is Krennic's ship. And Rose is building. No, you're on behind me, but it looks like you've built a lot more.
Oh.
Rose is building. Ooh, what have we got here? How's that possible? I see. I think I may have diagnosed the problem.
Oh yeah?
Was it not the light ring? Because the battery on the thingy just gone. Right. Hopefully, it was just our extension cord.
Let's see.
So let's have a look.
Yay!
Yay! Look at the lights.
Jinx.
Jinx again. Mental synchronization can have but one explanation. You
And I.
were just meant to be.
Just reminds me of when Mummy did it with the teams.
Oh, look, we're not blue anymore. Oh, now you can see me properly. They're like, who is that old fart with the grey hair? Hello, everybody. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Tell a friend.
Also, something that I've done before
Yeah.
is I've been looking for something.
Yeah.
And
Searching.
when I've actually had it on me, like I've been
Oh,
holding it. It gets
I've
so
done that.
annoying.
I do that all the
everywhere,
time.
and I'm like, I know it's meant to be here, and
Don't.
then I find it.
I remember
Nice.
going into the factories and I've done this with my pen and I've got an auditor waiting for me and like 1.8 million pounds worth of business rides on this blasted audit and I have to get back to him and I'm like, I've put my pen down. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? And I seriously, and then it was just like, do that all the time.
Oh no, I did that the other day because I was looking for my ruler
Yes.
and I just couldn't find it. It was actually like right there, like under my hand here, and I was looking around everywhere for it. So I decided to steal Mummy's and use hers instead. And then I realised it was right there.
What do you mean?
That one that I almost
When
lost.
you say Mummy, do you mean the Geeks of Mucklebee?
Yeah, the one that I lost that was actually under my hand. I also stole from Mummy because I lost my other one. She doesn't mind though. She hasn't noticed, I don't think.
Hi, KK. What are you building now?
Yeah.
It's that same thing. Black nails, yeah, I know. That's, I was going to say, a bit dark for you.
I like it.
Well, I'm glad we've got people here. Hey, everyone. I'm glad that you're spending your day with us and hopefully breaking up the monotony. Yeah, I keep forgetting to drink. Oh, it's still warm. Okay. See, I nearly missed that. So I'm glad, hopefully, this is kind of breaking it up for you a little bit. You know, having us on in the background, the way that we set our camera and all the rest of it, hopefully, you sat there at home. What we were hoping is that people feel like, you know, you're sat with us. Because that's the whole point about the Geeks of Mucklebee. We are a community. And we hope that people are sat there feeling like they are with us. And as I said, we're on Discord, which is basically, for those of you that don't know Discord, it's a chat room. It's a chat room that's dedicated to also us and all sorts of stuff. And we've got like-minded individuals, and we go there, and people check in every day, and they have a chat in the chat room. All very safe, all very friendly, all very positive. I've not yet read even one remotely negative comment on there. It's a positive place to be. Picks you up, makes you feel great. They're lovely. They're lovely people.